Hey guys, welcome to our channel Fun Plus Code. Today we are going to see about functions in lists. Before getting into the topic, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel, and if you really like the video, make sure you hit the like button because that will motivate us a lot. And don't forget to click the notification bell, then only you will get instant notifications of our future videos. Without making further delay, let's get into the topic. First, we are going to see what is meant by functions in lists. Before getting into these functions in lists, if you missed my previous video, please click on the I button and watch my previous video, because I was talking about what is meant by data structures in Python and what is meant by built-in data structures and user-defined data structures. I was talking about what is meant by list also. After watching that video, come back to this video, okay? Because here I am going to talk about 1D functions. There are 11 functions in list. First one is index, next one is count, pop, remove, append, insert, extend, sort, reverse, clear, final one is copy. Okay, these are the 11 functions which comes under list. In this video, I am going to talk about this first 5 functions only. Rest of the functions I will discuss about later, in next video. So first, we are going to see what is meant by index and what is the purpose of this index function in list. So the name itself telling that it is used to find the index of the particular element. So before that, we need a list. So this is a list I have created and we have to name that list. I have given a list name as my list. You can give whatever name you want. Wait. Before accessing the element, you need an index, right? So this is the index of the element which it was created. So it will start with 0 and end with 4 because I have given 5 elements. Okay, like 5, S, 4.7 pencil and 100. Here it is a combination of elements inside the list, as I was explained in my previous video. It will always start with 0 and end with the final element. I have created a list with 5 elements, so it is starting with a 0 and ending with 4. So this is the index, right? We have to access the elements by using a list name dot that function. I have created a list name by using mylist, right? Here I have to access through mylist dot index. Let's see how to access index. So mylist dot index of yes. So I want to get the index of yes. So it will retrieve 1, right? You have to give list name dot that function name. Inside that function name, you have to pass the element, whichever element you want. So consider here I want to get the index of yes. So I am passing yes inside it. Or if you want to find the index of 100, you can pass any element you want. It will retrieve that particular index, right? Like this only we are going to use all other functions by passing different types of arguments, right? Next we are going to see about count. The count is used to find a number of occurrence of element. Okay, let's see the example. So this is a list. Throughout this example, I'm going to use this same list only. And before going into this count, don't skip the video. If you skip the video, you won't understand the concept clearly, right? So I've created the same list and I've given the same name, my list, and this is the index starting with 0 and ending with 4. So how to access this count? You have to give mylist.count. As I said before, you have to give list name dot the function name. And I'm passing inside count, like I'm passing 5 as the element inside the count. So it will retrieve result as 1 because 5 is present in the list as only 1 time. If 5 is present as 10 times, it will retrieve 10. Okay, so count is basically used to retrieve a number of occurrence of element. Next we are going to see about pop. Pop is basically used to delete a last element from the list. So I have taken a same list. So here a last element is 100, right? It will delete that last element from the list with that index. Okay, so after deleting last element from the list will look like this. Okay, so you have to give mylist.pop. So basically pop is used to delete a last element from the list with that index. Clear? Next we are going to see remove. I have taken same list for example and index starting with 0 and ending with 4, the list name as mylist. Remove is used to remove a particular element from the list. Likewise, pop is used to remove final element, right? So if you want to remove a particular element, you have to use remove. Okay, so here consider I want to remove yes from the list. So I have to give mylist dot remove of yes. So I need to pass element inside remove. So whatever element you want to remove from the list, you can give that inside that remove function. Okay. So after deleting yes from the list with that index, the list will look like this. So starting with 0 and ending with 3. So that 4.7 is present in second index, right? Previously in first list. So in second list, after deleting yes from the list, the 4.7 is moved to first index and the pencil has moved to second index and the 100 has moved to third index. Okay, clear about this remove? Okay, next we are going to see append. So I have taken the same list, for example. Append is basically used to insert element at the last. Okay, if I want to add any element at the list but I want to remove at the last, so I can use append. So we have to give mylist dot append of the element. So here I want to add 8, so I am giving 8. If you want to add any element, you can give that element, so it will add that element at the last. Okay, after adding 8 to the previous list, the list will look like this, right? It has added index 5 to that list and element 8 to that index, right? Added 8 to that index 5. So we have saw the example, and now we are going to see example using program. Clear? Now we are going to see example for all of the functions, that is for 5 functions. Here I am going to use PyCharm IDE. If you don't know how to work on with that, please click on I button and watch my previous video before watching this video. Here I am going to use the same example, mylist equal to 5 yes 4.7 pencil at last 100. So here mylist is the name of the list and you have to give this elements inside this square bracket, and 5 is present in the index 0, s is present in index 1, 4.7 is present in the index 2, pencil is present in the index 3, and 100 is present in the index 4, and so on, whatever the elements you are ending with, right? Next, just I'm going to print the list so that you can able to understand the differences between all of the functions. Just I'm printing my list, show you. I'm just printing that inside, I'm just printing the functions inside the print. Okay, so mylist dot, first we have seen index, right? So I want to get the index of yes, as said in the example. I'm just printing that I'm just using that functions inside print. Okay, then only you can understand. That is why I am using inside this print. So it is displaying 1, right? Because s is present in index 1 and 5 is 0. Okay, that is why it is displaying 1. Next I am going to use count function. Okay, so mylist of, you can give control space, so it will display all of the functions which is present inside that list. So this is a suggestions. I'm going to count 5. It will display 1 because 5 is present in the list only one time, right? So it is displaying 1. So if I'm giving like this, I'm giving 5 as 3 times. So now it will display 3 because 5 is present in the list as 3 times, right? So it is displaying 3. Next, I'm going to use mylist dot pop. Pop is used to delete last element from the list, right? I am just printing that list inside the print. So now it will display only till this 5. Okay, only till this 5 because this 5 will be deleted from the list with the index. Okay, so it is displaying like this. Clear? 5 yes 4.7 pencil 100 and 5 without that last 5. Next, I am going to use remove from the list. Pop is used to delete last element from the list. And what if I want to remove a particular element from the list? Then only this remove is very much helpful for a programmer. So remove 4.7. I want to delete 4.7 from the list. So next I am printing the list. Then only you can able to see, right, what operations are performing inside that. Okay. See, 4.7 is deleted from the list, and apart from that all of the elements have printed. So 5 yes pencil 100 and this 5. Clear? Next, finally only one function we have left. So mylist dot append. So append is used to add a particular element at last. Okay, so now I am giving 350. It will add this 350 element at the last in the list. Okay, next I am just printing that list. So it will display 5s pencil 105 and with 350. Clear? So it is appending this 350 to the end of the list. Clear? So this is the 5 function we have seen today. First, index. So index is used to get a particular element's index. Next, count is used to count the number of occurrence of element. Next, pop is used to delete the last element from the list. Next one is remove. Remove is used to remove or delete a particular element from the list, and append is used to add a particular element at the end of the list. Clear? So that's all about today's video, guys. And if you have any doubts regarding these functions, please let us know in the comment section. I will clear those doubts in my next video. So as of now, I'm ending this video here. Bye bye. Take care.